So Arcade1Up has recently updated their website listings for their upcoming, and what I'm assuming is going to be put up for order very, very soon, Deluxe arcade cabinets. That's right, the Mortal Kombat Deluxe, the Class of 81 Deluxe, and the Pac-Man Deluxe arcade game. You'll notice that the Miss Pac-Man cabinet's no longer on here. The only thing I can think of that other people have mentioned that I agree with is maybe because they have Class of 81 going up for pre-order, maybe it doesn't make sense to also have a Miss Pac-Man cabinet by herself up for pre-order, but I digress. If you take a look at all these listings, they've updated the listings, and yes, they've confirmed that all of these cabinets will have a BOE IPS 17-inch color monitor. They know that's a very important monitor choice of their core customers, so they added that in the description. But they've also updated the descriptions, giving you more information. And of course, they've updated all the photos, and every single cabinet, all three of them have a cute little hype trailer and things like that for each cabinet. Now, one thing I gotta say is, if you take a look at this hype trailer, when you look at this cabinet, wow, why didn't they do this 4 years ago? We all wanted the cabinets to look something more like this, I think 4 years ago, at least a lot of us. I know some of us like the risers and the original shark fin shape, but these more closely resemble what a lot of us are going for in regards to these miniature replica emulation toy arcades. Like, we want them to look as close as possible as you can make it, considering the form factor. But more importantly, we want to make sure that the gameplay is good, that the gameplay is worth it. If you'll take a look here at this particular video that I'm going to put on the screen, this right here is some footage from my Mortal Kombat 30th review that I did last year when this cabinet was released. This was the Mortal Kombat 30th Legacy. The new Legacy is the Deluxe cabinet that is going to be up for pre-order momentarily. Cabinet looked great. The only major issue, minus the quality of the controls, joysticks, and buttons, was some issues with the emulation. There was a lot of input delay, a lot of input lag, and things like that. And, casual gamers might not notice it, might not care. A lot of people who really love Mortal Kombat, like myself, you'll notice the input delay, especially when you're playing online. Yeah, after, 50 matches or whatever, if you just keep playing and playing, your timing, your body adjusts to it, you can get used to it and play. That's 100% true. But still, there's a lot of times where you're in a critical online fight, critical match where, not having that input delay could have been the difference between victory and fatality on yourself. And Arcade1Up, they, for some weird reason, some of these cabinets have made their way out into the wild. KiddVidd, which I'll have a link in the video description below, as well as I'm going to roll some video footage here from his video. He received a cabinet. He mentioned he was on Kong's R Us live stream, mentioned that he got it from a distributor. We've seen other Deluxe cabinets, Class of 1981 cabinets, that were, in a distributor's hands on their way between point A and point B. And some of those cabinets apparently fell off the truck and people are selling them on OfferUp. KiddVidd got one. I don't blame him at all. You can get your hands on something early. Why not? I would do the same thing. He was kind enough to share the cabinet with the community. Always love these kind of fun community streams, see everyone's excitement. But, what kind of stinks about this is, the fact that I asked him during the live chat, I said, hey man, just out of curiosity, is there any input lag? And he responded to me in Kong's live chat. He said, yes, there is some input lag as well as a little bit of game freezing. Now, before, people think I'm throwing up, go jump off a bridge type commentary, these cabinets, these cabinets aren't even supposed to be out yet. So there's still a possibility we might get a day one patch, when things officially get released and companies know that it's in consumer hands. We've seen day one patches and updates from Arcade1Up in the past. So you never know. There could be a day one patch where input lag, input delay is going to be fixed. And hopefully they do that. And if they've solved that, if they've fixed it on this cabinet, considering it's probably got the same PCB in it as the last year, I mean, if Arcade1Up, if they put the time and money into design development and creativity and spending time getting the cabinets to look the right way, I hope that they're spending money on the software development. They got to make sure that these, recreation cabinets play the right way. And based upon what KiddVidd said, that gets me a little worried. It gets me a little worried, a word of caution. buyer beware to folks out there if you're thinking about buying these. You know, as of right now, we don't have 100% confirmation that they've improved the actual software and the actual emulation of these games, or did they just take all those PCBs and just stick them into the new form factor of the cabinets? If it's just design improvements, but not also software gameplay improvements, in my opinion, that's going to be a little bit disappointing. These are some great questions. I think that people should be asking Arcade1Up directly in their fan forums, as well as on their Arcade1 Update show. Let's ask those guys, Travis and David, hey guys, like, are there going to be fixes? Is there going to be input lag? What have you done to address it? Things like that, because I think that's important, especially for the growing online fighting game community. They want to have the best experience possible in these matches. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up on all that. Minus that, the cabinets look great. I mean, in my opinion, I like the Deluxes. I like the way they look. No risers, you know, coin doors, you know, the light up marquees aren't washed out. Many of the things that we've complained about in the past, shape of cabinets and things like that, have been addressed. Like, literally, if you review these products, the only thing you might complain about at this point is just the emulation of the games, which is probably one of the most important things that people skip over in reviews, as well as you know, just the quality of the controls and buttons, which again are going to be the same stuff that Arcade1Up has been pushing out for years. But that's what I had for you guys today. I definitely want to know what you guys think. Let me know. Give me your thoughts, feedback, or reactions below. If you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up on the way out. And as always, my dudes, thank you for subscribing.